Well, hello, this is Mike Jacko with Manria and Real Estate Promo with another Flip It Friday video tip for you guys. And this week I want to talk about a couple different books. There's the Cash Flow Quadrant from Robert Kiyosaki, and there's also the E-Myth from Michael Gerber. And I was just talking to somebody else about these two different books and some of the correlations between the two of them. And so I want to talk about the Cash Flow Quadrant specifically, because if you understand the Cash Flow Quadrant, if you haven't read the book, go get Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant, and it'll explain the four different quadrants. You've got the E quadrant, which is for employees, the S quadrant for small business, the B quadrant for business owners, and the I quadrant for investors. And the conversation we were having was about, most people start out as employees, and they get what Michael Gerber from the E-Myth calls the entrepreneurial seizure. And they say, you know what, I can do this better than my company is. So maybe you try to fix things. So you understand what I'm talking about? You get that feeling that I can do it on my own. So then you make that transition as to a small business owner. And as a small business owner, unless you buy like a franchise, which would then put you into the business owner side of it, you need to build your own systems, and that takes a long time. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people fail in the first 3 to 5 years, is because they don't take the time to build the systems and wait for the systems to work, or they don't build systems at all. Because without systems, you're not going to be in business for very long. Now, most investors, real estate investors, they stick in that small business quadrant where they're doing it all on their own. They may or may not have created some systems, but they're just kind of chugging along and doing okay, but they're not really becoming really successful. And then every now and then you run into somebody who's, they're just knocking out of the park. They're doing 5 rehabs a month. They're doing 50 flips a year. That they've got a system in place. So they built a system. So they're making that transition from the small business owner to the business owner. And there's a lot of tools, especially for Manria and anybody else that's any of the other RIAs through the Real Estate Promo Network on our Pro system. We've got systems already built for you. It's the Property Analyzer tools. And those systems are going to help you estimate your repairs. Using the seller net sheet is going to help you negotiate with the sellers to try and determine what their true motivation is and get the seller down on their net so that they really see what they're going to get after that, so you have a better basis for your negotiations with the sellers. Okay, so you need to start using and implementing systems. It's going to make everything so much easier for you, and it will move you into that business owner. Now, continuing on with the quadrant, the 4 quadrants, business owners build systems and they let the systems run for them. And then just to take it to the next level for the purpose of this quick Flip It Friday video, an investor is somebody who's going to buy a business that's already got the system. So they basically are buying systems and then getting a return on their money because of the systems that are in place. And that's ultimately where everybody wants to get. So you need to start working with systems. So keep that in mind. Start thinking about the systems. Start using the systems that are already available for you guys. And think about other ways you can systemize everything else that you're doing already. So with that, we'll see you guys next week on the Flip It Friday videos.